Hey beautiful people, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my corner of the interwebs. We're back with another new makeup releases video. I know it's been a couple of weeks, so we have so much to dive into. So go ahead, get yourself a snack, a drink, whatever it is you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and scooch to the side. We're just gonna dive right in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Okay, so like I said, I know I've missed a couple of weeks and there've already been so many releases. So I'm trying to make sure we dive straight into all of the chit-chatting so that we can talk about it. So first and foremost, this just released like 10 minutes ago. We have the new reveal from Cosmic Brushes. This is their Undergrowth palette. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this is cute, you guys. From the time I saw them sneak peeking this like green, murky, grungy kind of like theme, I was like, okay, damn, I'm gonna want that. And y'all already know that, you know, Cosmic Brushes doesn't necessarily have my favorite eyeshadow formula, but I think they have my favorite price. They are probably the cheapest indie brand on the market. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if there's somebody cheaper, but from my knowledge, they're the cheapest. So I'm always like super interested in what they have to offer because of how affordable their products are. And what's even more kind of interesting about this is that they are including multi-chromes more and more in their palettes now, but still managing to keep the price down. So Undergrowth is in their same 20 shade palette formula. This is a mix of grungy, murky tones, 12 mattes, 8 metallics, and 3 of the metallics are shifty shades. So 2 multi-chromes and 1 duochrome. Okay, that's not bad. 2 multi-chromes and a duochrome. And quite frankly, I found myself lately not being interested in multi-chrome shades. I don't know, but I've been into hella standard basic metallic shades with like a matte to blend it out. I've really been into the like 1 and done, 2 and done, 3 and done kind of thing, where I would like lay down just one shimmer shade and then just blend it out with 1 to 2 mattes. That's been my vibe lately. Anyways, this I like for a couple of reasons. I've always really enjoyed greens, until it's warm toned. I think that this is just really pretty. I love the warmth that this has. I will say I'm curious as to see how versatile this palette can be, because I get the browns and I get the greens. So that's kind of like the two things going on here. But is that it? Is it like just browns and greens and then do you need a 20 pound eyeshadow palette? Who knows? Anyway, this is going to retail for £28 and it'll be available on the 13th of September. £28 I think translates into about like 32-ish, $32 to $35. Don't quote me on that. But it's going to be in the 30-something dollar range, which is not bad and definitely still significantly cheaper than other brands and what they're offering for less shades. So I'm interested. I probably will end up picking it up, but I'm also like feeling overwhelmed with my collection. Y'all know I have too much shit, so we'll see. But I probably will pick it up. I have been thinking about decluttering the cool trolls that I bought from them because it's just blue. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about what to do with my collection because it definitely needs a major downsize. Next up, we have to talk about the Hourglass holiday release. This one is just showing the brushes for now, so I'll have to see if I can go back and find the actual palettes. But Hourglass, as they always do, they release a sort of holiday palette. And this time, I don't know if they did this last year, they also have like a set of brushes that you can purchase in the new holiday packaging as well. So you get a brush case and 3 brushes. They're considered limited edition because of the artwork. I guess on the case alone, because looking at these brushes, they don't have the artwork on them. So yeah, just the case is limited edition with the special holiday artwork, but only 2 out of the 3 covers. So you could either get the dragon or you can get the evil eye. But the brushes inside are already existing brushes. I'm curious as to what this canister is made out of. Like, please don't let that be some kind of cardboard. Like, let that be some kind of heavy metal. Oh, it's a custom designed tin canister. I don't know, something about that still don't sit right with me. Either way, if you want to buy the brushes plus the canister, it's $150 for the set. And I've heard really good things about the Hourglass brushes. One of them is dual-sided, so even though it's 3 brushes, you're kind of getting 4. But hey, that's not what I'm interested in right now. And I definitely would not use that canister. Also, isn't tin like super cheap? Just Just asking. But okay, let me know if you guys pick it up. And coming soon as well, we have the reveal from Bella Beauty Bar. This is their Poison Garden palette. I know that they've been sneak peeking the cover, but now we finally see the inside. So it's 20 shades. We don't have a price just yet, but it is that sort of deep, kind of grungy fall look that I think everybody's going to be giving us over the next couple of months as we're transitioning out of summer. It's cute. You know, I've heard such good things about Bella Beauty Bar. I purchased them back when they had their like old formula, and I've heard that they've significantly improved since then. So part of me is interested and intrigued by this because so many people have so much good things to say about it. But then also I'm like, I have these colors 10 times over, and I can say that about any single palette. But the reason why I pause a lot with them is because their prices aren't cheap. Like, they are kind of in the same price range as Ensley Rain. So you're thinking $69 at a minimum. Like, baseline. That's where we starting off. $69 and then up from there. And at this point, that's not what I'm going for. And I'm not saying I'm not willing to pay that price. I just think not for that brand, if that makes sense. So I don't think I'll pick this up, but I'm excited to see the swatches once they are made available. So we have a little baby release from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. The brand is releasing a new cleansing balm, which is actually really cool. This is their first venture into skincare, so it's Blend Bunny Skin. I love this kind of pink ombre style, but I will say it is giving a little Kylie Cosmetics. But it's called Unveil. How many ounces you get? I'm not sure, but it's only $18 and it comes with the cleansing balm and 2 reusable cleansing pads. I love a good cleansing balm. My go-to is the Vanilla & Co. That one's really affordable. I have also used the Clinique one, but Clinique is like $44, $58. It's very, very expensive, and I think that it works fine. I just don't think it's worth $58 or $44. So I'm excited to try this. I should be getting it in PR. And if you don't know, you should be using a cleansing balm or cleansing oil before you go in with like your regular cleanser, just to help you break down the makeup, so that you're not leaving any residue on your skin. A double cleanse is the best thing you can do for your skin if you wear makeup. All right. Anything else? So it says that this has meadow foam seed oil, jojoba oil, camellia japonica seed oil, grapefruit. Oh, and it looks like it's scented. Oh, so it's grapefruit coconut scented. Oh my God. I love grapefruit anything. And I'm an island girl, so if I don't like a coconut, something is wrong with me. So grapefruit and coconut together, I'm kind of intrigued. Now, if fragrance is not for you, you might want to skip out on this. But I will say that when it comes to wash-off products, I don't mind fragrance in there because it's not sitting on your skin. Like, you're literally putting it on for like a minute as you like work it into the skin to break down the makeup, and then you wash it off. So I don't mind that this might have fragrance in it, or it will have fragrance in it. So we have a new lip care set from Prada. I'm going to assume that this is already existing shades in the Prada lineup. So you get a lip balm, a matte lipstick, and 2 matte lipsticks. And this is going to retail for $54. Are these mini sizes or are these full sizes? They have to be mini. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're mini sizes. Because I was like, 54. I think one of their lipsticks costs 54. But if you don't want like a full product set, you can definitely pick that up and get 3 for the price of 1. That's not a bad deal, to be fair. Speaking of sets, I think we're seeing a ton of brands come out. Well, not brands, but like Sephora kits are coming out. I think Ulta does the same thing sometimes. So we have a ton of just new Sephora favorite sets that are on the market. I'm personally not interested in any of these. I find that I don't typically use them. Like, I'll add them to my travel sort of storage set, and then I will pull it out when I need to travel. But my travel storage is overflowing. I have more than enough, and I haven't had any work travel in a long time. Well, I did travel for work last week. Yes, I'm still looking for a job. Don't worry about that. But I did have like a wrap up work related trip that I did last week. So I did take some of myself, but I'm not traveling as like weekly as I did before. So these just never end up really working out for me. But I think that if you are new to makeup, if you don't have a large collection, they could be a good try trial run with certain products, or they could be good gifts for people that you know love makeup and wouldn't necessarily buy this for themselves. Like, I think a good makeup lover, like myself, wouldn't necessarily think to buy this, but we would love receiving them as gifts. So we have from Yves Saint Laurent, this is a new, I guess it's an eyeliner. That's cute. It's their 24-hour waterproof liner. I love this dual-ended design. So it looks like there's a sharpenable pencil on one end and then a brush on the other end. That's cool because then you can get a really sharp wing, because when you have those like pencil sharpeners, it can be very difficult to get a really clean wing. Like typically you need like a liquid liner with like the felt tip or brush tip, but they gave you a brush in the end so you can, you know, clean it up. That's actually a really dope design. That's cool. Oh, Kylie Cosmetics, speak of the devil. Okay, she's not the devil, but you guys know what I mean. They have a new eyeshadow palette. It's 10 highly pigmented matte shimmer and metallic shades. Perfect for the smoky eye. I mean, this is just a boring release. It's a cool toned 10-pan eyeshadow palette that I have heard nobody talk about. This is really boring. The packaging looks cheap. It's giving e.l.f. And that's no shade to e.l.f. I just know e.l.f.'s price point. But I don't want to pay Kylie pricing for e.l.f. packaging. You see what I mean? Either way, is anybody buying Kylie Cosmetics anymore? No? Okay. We all agree? Cool beans. Yeah, that was weird. Not weird in like, it's a weird release. I'm just like, oh, they're still around. They're still a brand. Good for her. Now I just feel like I sound shady, but I don't mean it like that, I promise. Oh, we have a new sneak peek from Patrick Tar, One Size Beauty. They have a new full beat liquid foundation that's going to retail for $44. I don't think that's terribly priced, but now I don't even know what foundations cost, right? I don't know what anything costs, if I were being honest. As well as a sponge that's going to retail for $19. Now that's expensive. You know, a beauty blender is like $20, right? Anyways, so the foundation is supposed to be waterproof and sweatproof, full coverage, and soft matte finish. And it says it has 16 clean ingredients. I don't know what that means, but that also makes me very concerned, because a lot of time clean beauty, clean ingredients don't have the best longevity or lasting power, in that the products will go bad really quickly. I think, you know, Kosas has had that issue where their products don't last for more than like 6 months, and y'all know, when we pay this type of pricing, we need y'all to last. That being said though, Patrick Starr's brand, One Size Beauty, in my opinion, is one of the very few brands that's still kind of out there for the full beat matte girls. Like, I feel like a lot of brands are here for the luminous and glowy kind of vibe, and I'm oily, and all that shit does is make me look greasy. So when a brand is like really focused on keeping things matte and together and not having oil shine through, it makes me excited. And I think that has been kind of like the trajectory or the focus of One Size the entire time with their On Till Dawn setting spray. Everything that they've kind of created has been in that like, let's keep you matte space. So I'm hoping that this foundation does the same. They say it's a soft matte finish, and I don't know if that's more marketing than anything else, because I think people who do have dry skin hear matte and they get scared and they want to run for the hills. So I'm intrigued by this. Am I going to pick it up? Who knows? Maybe. We'll see. Next, we have a new release from Adept Cosmetics. When I tell you guys I was so excited about this, for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, the price, okay? So the palette is $52, which is cheaper than their prior releases, which have been in the $60, $70 range. And then there's a blush palette, which is going to be $34. And if you purchase the bundle, it's going to cost you $72, which is kind of what some of their palettes by themselves cost. So I'm really excited about like the price point of this. And I think it's just a really cool eyeshadow palette that is in that spicy neutrals vein. And there's like no multichromes in this, right? I don't think there's a single one. It's hella simple. And like I said, I've been very much in this, I'm not into the shifty eyeshadow look right now. So like a basic shimmer, a good basic metallic shimmer, that's my vibe. So I think that this is so exciting. I really love the shades that they picked for the blush. They did do three kind of like shimmery shades. I'm not gonna lie, they look a little bit like highlighters. But I guess if you go in lightly, you can be like a blush topper. And one of the cool things about this is that the orange matte blush is like an ombre. So it goes from light to dark. So that's kind of dope. Anyway, I did pick this up because I couldn't resist the price. Plus, they also did send out coupons. If you are signed up for Adept's mailing list, before a release, you will typically get a discount code that gives you 15 or 20% off, which is more than if you were to use an influencer code. So if you use my code, it'll save you 10%. But I always tell you guys, you know, use the codes that they give you if it's going to give you more. So they did send out a code for 20% off. So I was able to use that to save 20% off of the bundle price. So the bundle was $72, got 20% off of that. Worked out really great. I think shipping was only like $9.99. So not bad compared to what some of shipping has been lately. So I'm excited. I did get a notification that it's out for delivery today. So I should have it in my hands. And I'll definitely start filming with it later this week. Oh, this is cute. So House of Sillage has a new fragrance. This is like a mini Mickey collection. Oh, Mickey and Friends collection. Now, y'all know their prices are stupid. Like, they are... I feel like they're more expensive than Tom Ford, but it might be on par. Anyways, the fragrance is $415. I'm not going to go any deeper into this because this is just not something that I would ever pick up at this price point, but it is... I love the bottle. This is probably my cutest favorite bottle from them, and they've done everything from Disney to Harry Potter, so all of the things that kind of play on your nostalgia. But yeah, I'm not spending that kind of coin. I don't got it. I just don't. Okay, this is surprisingly catching my eye and surprisingly really pretty. So we have a new holiday drama collection from Morphe. Now Morphe has been through trials and tribulations of their own causing. Just gonna put it out there. They cause their own shit. But they've been through trials and tribulations, and it's been kind of unclear where the brand is going since that whole bankruptcy thing, but they still continue to produce products. And this is a beautiful collection in my opinion. So it looks like there's an eyeshadow palette. I don't know what the price of it is yet, but what is that? 3, 6, 18? So it's 18 shades, beautiful neutrals, absolutely gorgeous, which is why I think it's catching my eyes. It looks like there are 2 blush / highlighter palettes. Those are pretty. They can't be mini eyeshadow palettes, right? Or they're mini eyeshadow I don't know. They might be mini eyeshadow palettes. The pan sizes look big to be blushes, but anyway, you guys let me know if it's blush palettes or what. There's a brush set. It looks like there is an eyeshadow primer and some swirly brushes, a sponge, some lip products. So the whole 9. That's cute. It's interesting. Oh, this is funny, but also like cute. Cult Gaia. I don't know if this has always been a fragrance brand, but they have a couple of fragrances coming out. I just like the bottle on this. They just look like people. Oh my god. This is an interesting shape. So I don't care about what the notes are, but I think it's a cute shape. If you were interested in it, each fragrance is going to be $228 a piece. Y'all thought makeup was expensive? Imagine having a fragrance hobby. Just broke. Because each fragrance... Like, are there any fragrances that are really less than $100? I don't really know. So we have some new holiday releases from NARS. Honestly, if you told me this was last year's release, I wouldn't know the difference. It all looks the same. When has it not looked the same? Who knows? Yeah, so hard pass, but okay. Sigma does have a new palette, or a new collection, I should say. This is their Little Mermaid collection. So there is an eyeshadow palette for $59, a brush set for $91. Why is it $91? You're only getting 3 brushes. That don't even make sense. The brush set by itself is $91. For 3 brushes in a makeup bag. I don't know about that. If you wanted to get the highlighter, it's $28. The blush is also $28. They come in really cute seashell compacts. Those are actually really cute. And then there is a lip set. It looks like 3 mini lipstick lip gloss thingamabobs for $42. This is cute. It's just a little too colorful for me. And you guys know, like, the Sigma formula is one that I think it's just okay. It doesn't stand out to me, which is why I decluttered all of my Sigma palettes. It's not bad by any means whatsoever. So if you want basic shimmers, basic mattes that just kind of work, and are also, like, I would say on the softer side, so they don't have high impact, high shine, I would say go for Sigma. It's, like, comfortable, but I have a ton of eyeshadow, so they never really stood out to me. Okay, so there's a new release from Bobbi Brown. I don't know what this is, but I don't like it. Why are all the pan sizes a different size? So it's 2, 4, 5 circles, 3 biggish ones, and 2 small. Why are they sized all over the place? Oh, that's so ugly. And then there's just like some weird wasted space because of the weird sizing. No, I hate that. I absolutely hate that. That being said, this other Bobbi Brown collection is kind of cute. So Holiday 24, this is the Dream Gleam Luxe Eyeshadow Palette. This kind of like gold packaging. Now this is bougie. This is cute. I don't know what that was above. So we have Smoky Gleam is the old one. Is that one that's ugly. And then Dream Gleam is this beautiful gold one. I don't understand. I love Bobbi Brown, but at like CCO Bobbi Brown. Because Bobbi Brown is expensive. Rightfully so. Their products are high quality. I just would only buy it at the CCO when I can get it at an affordable price for me. We already have brands releasing their advent calendars. Again, I think these types of products are great for like a makeup lover who wouldn't buy it for themselves. So if you know someone in your life that likes makeup, but you don't know what to get them because you're like, well, they already have everything, get them a little advent calendar. It's really nice to have things to like try out. I kind of like the diversity of this one from Cult Beauty because you get like, it looks like you get lip products, eyeshadow, skincare, hair care, and everything in between. You even get those little, you know, those little wristbands that you can use when you're doing your skincare so your water doesn't drip down. That's cool. The price of this is £275. It claims to have a value of over £1,100, so not bad. Okay. And I'm not sure how many full sizes are in here, but it is really nice. It's really cute. Douglas Cosmetics also has an advent calendar. How much is theirs? I don't see a price, but it also has lots of those high-end luxury products in there. Somebody buy me an advent calendar. I never get those, but I want one. Oh, Douglas Cosmetics has 2 advent calendars. So this one looks like it might be a little bit smaller. Oh, there. Wait, this one looks like it might be hair. No, not just hair care. So I see a really nice hair comb. Again, those wristbands. Oh, this is a nice one. That is pretty. Well, let me know if you guys have seen any advent calendars that you think is worth it. ASOS has one as well. This one looks like it's a little bit more mid-level brands. How much is it? It's $127.35. That's not bad. Well, it's like I guess I would say mid-level brands. Well, so there's Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Oil, L'Occitane, Charlotte Tilbury, MAC, Made by Mitchell, Inky List, First Aid Beauty. This isn't a bad price for $127. Is that Profusion? It looks like a Profusion eyeshadow palette. And don't nobody want that. Oh, it's Makeup Revolution. Probably even worse. So it looks like there's some drugstore and some high-end stuff in there. That's pretty. That one's nice, and that one's less than like some of these crazy prices. Oh, this is an exciting release. Lisa Eldridge has some new Silk Liquid eyeshadows as well as a new eyeshadow palette. The liquid shadows are $36 a piece. I think we have 5 shades. And the eyeshadow palette, let me see. How much is that one? The eyeshadow palette is, I think those are like $68 from what they, like her palettes aren't cheap. So it's fawn. It's a basic neutral. Basic neutral palette with like 1 pinky shade. I don't know why I want it so much, but it is super pretty. Okay, I had to get a little jacket because it is cold. I'm not ready for fall, you guys. Y'all know I'm Caribbean, so I need the heat, and it's just too cold. Anyways, so we have a new eyelash kit from Isamaya. Honestly, the case is the most interesting thing about this. No shade, but the case is cute. It looks like you can get some lash glue, some mascara, and then some individual lashes. I mean, for $142, like, that just don't even seem right. But let me know what you guys think. We have a re-release from Nomad Cosmetics that I think is super exciting. So they've actually restocked or re-released the holiday collections from last year and the year before. So we have the Ghost Town and the Haunted Europe palette. Haunted Europe is one of my absolute favorites from them. I also think that Haunted Europe is old enough that it was probably in their older formula. So if you do pick this up, it might be a new and improved formulation. One of my absolute favorites. But Ghost Town's that girl. So definitely recommend getting Ghost Town if you are interested in it. And if you were to pick up both of them, you can use a like bundle discount code Spooky Duo 20. That would save you 20% off. If you only want to pick up one, just use my code Jamila. That will save you 10% off. Like, these are their best selling palettes, and for good reason. So definitely worth checking them out. Okay, I said I was going to come back to these because I never actually touched on them. But we do have the holiday releases from Hourglass. Funny enough, there's actually 4 of them. So there's a limited edition palette that is for Bonnie's. And turns out that's actually the Elephant palette from last year. So if you missed out on the Elephant palette, you can pick that one up. But then there are the 3 new palettes from this year. So a couple of differences. Last year what they did is that they had 3 palettes plus they had an extra case. So you could pick it up in the original case that they came with, or you could customize and choose the case that you wanted. This year, they've foregone the extra case, and they're only doing 3 palettes, 3 specific cases. You can still customize it, though. So they're designed to be light, medium, deep. Honestly, if we're being... Let's keep it 100. Like, if we're being quite frank, when Hourglass is deep, they mean medium deep. Because at best, those shades work for me. They don't really work for dark skin tones. So yes, they might cover deep to an extent, but they completely exclude the dark category. So I think that that is still something that they struggle with and something that they need to work on. Now, the pro to this from last year, though, is that every single one of these palettes has 5 new shades, because last year they repeat quite a lot of shades, and it was kind of varying in terms of the palette. So some palettes had 1 repeat shade, some had like up to 3, maybe 4 repeat shades. So that is always a concern for folks because these palettes are $90 a piece, and $90 is no small joke. Now, I did pick up the Lotus palette because I do honestly genuinely love these palettes, even though I haven't used the one from last year. My 2 from the year before, actually, the Tiger and the Elephant palette, these I use all the time. Like, you can they're within arm's reach. So these 2 get a ton of use, and I do think that they're great value considering how much one of the products in here costs. I don't think you need to catch them all. I don't think you need to collect them all. I don't think you need to have as much as I do, but I do think that they're absolutely excellent quality palettes, and I wouldn't say worth the price, but are a great investment. So they retail for $90 a piece. Like I said, each palette has 5 new shades, 1 repeat shade. I will say this is probably the worst packaging I've seen them do. Other than the dragon one, which I think is kind of cute, I'm not in love with any of them. I didn't bother to customize because quite frankly, I don't care that much. But the deepest one is the Lotus palette, so I ended up getting that one. And it should be here, what day is it? Tomorrow or the day after. So I didn't do any expedited shipping because ain't nobody got time for that. This shit's already $90. I don't have coins for expedited shipping. So when it does come, I will do a full face. And one of the good things about those palettes is that it's kind of versatile too. So you could actually, while it is like blush, bronzer, highlight, finishing powder, you can use all of those as eyeshadows as well. So you could get a decent like one and done kind of situation from using the palette. But yeah, it is a very exciting release. At least I'm pretty excited by it. From Myka Beauty Shop, we have the new Serpent palette. Oh, I guess this is a re-release. I knew this looked familiar. Re-release of their Serpent palette. This is super pretty. I don't know how much this costs. I've also like not heard a ton from Myka Beauty, but honestly, just looking at the textures of this palette, I feel like we've seen this formula before. I'm not claiming that it's the same formula. I'm just saying it looks a little familiar just based on the textures. So just be careful, depending on like how many indie brands you shop, you may have the same shade, texture, formulation a couple times over. Clarity Cosmetics has a new Angry Leprechaun palette. They've been teasing this for a while. So the Angry Leprechaun palette, that's cute. I just haven't bought from Clarity, like, I can't remember. Have I ever bought from Clarity? I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I like this or not. I think it's okay. That red is pretty. Anyways, It's not like making me jump out of my seat, so clearly I'm not that invested in it. Okay, let's just do a couple more and then we'll be done with it because I'm tired and I'm hungry. Ooh, this is pretty. Lancome has a new holiday collection. I've never tried a Lancome eyeshadow, but this is stunning. I don't know if it's just because it looks good, but it does look gorgeous. Prada also has their new holiday collection. I've heard decent things about the Prada formulation. It is on the pricey end. It is a luxury brand. I'm not going to say that I'm particularly intrigued by this. You know what? I think I also don't like the packaging layout. So there's a, like, they have these stereotypical Prada triangles, but then there's also like a thin strip of shadow. So the distribution of products seems uneven. And I just don't like mismatched like pan sizes. That just, I don't like it. It's weird. So definitely not particularly interested in that. We also have some new products from Tom Ford. Some new eyeshadow quads. Is it one or two? I think there's two of them. Or is this just one? Yeah, two of them. We have this pinky, so metallic mauve, which is like soft purple mauve shades. Rose Veil, soft like pink shades. These are $95. $95? Wait, hold up. Did they raise their price again? Because Tom Ford eyeshadow quads are $90. They used to be $88 and now they're $90. So this is $95. Did the price go up? Oh, hell no. Hold on. Let me check Sephora. Yeah, so Tom Ford seems to have raised their price. Now on Sephora, certain palettes are $95 and certain palettes are $90. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they haven't like updated everything yet, but Tom Ford has a $5 increase. Okay, now I'm beginning to judge because $95 for 4 shades is insane. $90 for 4 shades was already insane, but $95, and let's be clear, Tom Ford's formulation is nice, but it's not that nice. Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me. That being said, if you do buy it at the CCO, you can get 50% off, plus there's always like a 20% off extra or 15% off extra. So you're paying around the $45, $50 price mark, which is still insane, in my opinion, to be very frank. $45, $50 for 4 shades is still dumb. So, did anybody else catch that Tom Ford price increase? Has the formulation changed? Did I miss something? In addition to the eyeshadows, it looks like they've reformulated and re-released their lipsticks. So those are $62 a piece. This is wild. I feel like we need to stop there because now my feelings are hurt. Oh, no. Last thing that we should talk about, though, is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume. Is that 6? 5? I think that's 6. I'm not good with Roman numerals, so let's pretend it's 6. I'm kind of confused by this, but also, like, kind of cool that there's this whole, like, magnetic thing that it does. I will be honest, though. Like, in my Danessa Myricks, like, palettes, I don't reach for them very much because, to me, they're not complete palettes. Like, they're all shimmer palettes. A lot of them are multi-chromes. Like I already said, I'm not into multi-chromes as of right now. And because they're all shimmer, like, you can't have a complete look, in my opinion. So, I need to have, like, just mattes in addition with it. So, yeah, this isn't my go. And it's $128. Did that go up too? I feel like it used to be $125. Now it's $128. Is it because we're getting more? Is it more shades? Like, what's going on? Yeah, so it's going to be a no for me just because I don't need any more multi-chromes. I don't think I'm going to use this, and I don't think it's a complete palette. I like the magnetic kind of, like, mix and match thing about this. That's cool. It would make it easier to travel with because their old palettes were chunky. Like, very, very hard to travel with. All right, I'm going to stop here because this is already long enough and sis is tired. I am sis. So let's just wrap this up. Okay, so that's it for the new makeup releases videos this week. Again, you guys know how I already feel about all of the products that hit the market. I'm tired. The prices are pricing, and from what we've clearly seen in those last 2 releases, it looks like there's going to be a couple of price increases just across the board. I fully recognize that inflation is affecting everybody, so I'm sure brands are paying more to source and create their products. And rather than it affecting their bottom line and their profits, that cost is being transferred to us as consumers. I'm just not with it for a lot of reasons. As you guys already know, I'm in the middle of like job searching, but also it just doesn't make me feel good, and I don't feel like I'm getting good value for my money. And I also like have more than enough. Like if I don't buy another palette for the rest of my life, I'd be fine. Like completely fine. But yeah, I don't know. These prices are just wild. But let me know, is there anything that's caught you guys' eyes? Because there are a couple of things that have caught my eyes, and I will pick up a few things over the next couple weeks. But let me know if you guys are checking for anything, if anything's caught your eyes, if anything you're interested in, or if there's anything you'd like to see me review. I'm definitely like open to picking up products if you guys would like to see what it looks like on my complexion, but it has to be a decent amount because I don't want to waste my money for the sake of wasting my money. So let me know down in the comments below if you want to see me review anything. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I have a new upload. And as always, I'll catch y'all in my next one. Bye guys.